Could there be a better result than thrashing the team that beat us at the Emirates at the end of December and shutting up all their fans who think they're big time? I don't think there quite is. Arsenal thrashed West Ham 6-0 at the London Stadium with so many players having a brilliant game. I quite frankly think no one in the team was actually bad. With it overall being a great day for Arsenal, let's talk about the game and let's talk about the future of the club. Now hopefully this shuts up the over celebrating that we keep getting done on this team. Like I said a few days ago, us over celebrating makes no difference. We're a professional team and we will come back even stronger, and look what happened. We absolutely thrashed West Ham and proved why we are in this title race whether we like it or not. Now in this game it just seems like everything was working for the team. Every single player on that pitch played absolutely amazing for Arsenal, and people like Raya didn't even have anything to do really. Yet again it was complete domination. We had the ball the whole time like we did against West Ham at home, but this time we took every chance we wanted, or at least some of them, because arguably we could have scored more with some good saves by Areola. Arteta got it right as well with the lineup I think he chose. We had some injuries so we couldn't really have much flexibility on who we could actually pick. Jesus was out, Zinchenko was out, and Smith Rowe was out, so we sort of had to play the team we did. Havertz went back into midfield and Trossard played in that false 9 role. Now there's been a lot of complaints when Havertz plays in midfield that we don't create anything and we don't score enough, and I thought that double pivot recently has been working better, but said that against teams that defend more we're going to have to simply change it up. And today it worked brilliantly. Havertz was basically more of the central striker. He did come back in midfield and also help, and he gave us a lot of fluidity in midfield. Trossard was playing so deep at times. He was in midfield pinging balls around, and you honestly wouldn't even know he was a false 9. He was even deeper than that at some points, but when we got the ball out wide he would run in the box, and he had a few chances. Obviously he had a header which he probably should have scored, not the best in the air, and had a volley which was a brilliant save in the first half. And we kept creating chances very easily because they just weren't marking our wingers. Saka and Martinelli kept switching and both coming to the right side, and they were just crossing the ball in with Trossard and Havertz getting 3 headers and 3 chances. It kept happening, but eventually we didn't score from open player yet again. Corner FC, we scored from another corner, but it weren't even, I didn't even know if it was down to our tactics. It was just a simple back post corner and it just seemed to land on Saliba's head. Havertz nearly headed it in as well. There was just so little defence happening from West Ham, they just let it happen. And considering we're supposed to aim for Gabriel and other people from corners, I think maybe with Jesus out, maybe Saliba was another option. It just seemed to hit on Saliba's head and he headed it in, but we take it. It's probably the easiest corner goal we're going to score all year. And I really liked the second goal we scored. It was something different. We had Saka on the last man waiting for that ball over the top. Trossard came deep, he did a brilliant ball over, he was onside, Saka wins a penalty, puts it away. That shows how much adaptation we can do in game. That's not necessarily what we've been doing all season. And with Jesus out of the team and not having a proper striker and Trossard in false 9, it allowed Saka to make that movement, and he's really good at it, really good at finding space and winning the penalty. And the third goal was yet again another simple free kick. Declan Rice is insane at taking set pieces. I for one was a bit iffy about him taking corners and free kicks, but it was clearly something we identified when we signed him. He's very good at them deliveries and whip balls in. Don't know what West Ham are doing, keeping everyone on side. Honestly could have had 3 people that headed it in. Gabriel there again, 4 Premier League goals in his last 6 games, and he didn't score all season before that. They are finally getting the ball to Gabriel's head. He is insane in the air, and he is now the second highest centre-back goal scorer for Arsenal behind Koscielny, which is crazy. He's only been here for 4 years. It shows when we get space we can be utterly devastated against other teams, and when we get a few set-piece goals because we were struggling to score at the start, then suddenly the floodgates open and everything just starts going well for the team. Much more confidence in it. Trossard putting it top corner, Saka slotting it into the corner, and Rice has scored wonder goals. It's just brilliant to see. I just don't think West Ham could live with us. We kept changing, we kept moving different strategies up, and they just couldn't live with us. I love Trossard in this game. I think in that false 9 when he's playing deeper and deeper, he's even better because it gives us a lot of fluidity still in that midfield rather than him playing left centre mid, and he's really good at technical ability, crossing the ball in, kicking it long, and he can also finish, so getting in the box with his goal was a brilliant move. Declan Rice and Saka were specifically amazing. Declan Rice winning the ball back all the time, obviously set pieces delivery, brilliant 2 assists and a goal against his former club. It was such a good goal as well, smashing it in, brilliant to see. And Saka has been really back to his best the last few weeks. He won't get much credit from people, but he has been. Goal against Nottingham Forest, a goal last week against Liverpool, and 2 goals here. He's been really cooking again, and his running's been much better, his clinicalness has been much better, he's finishing with confidence. It's much more like the Saka we expect, and it really shows how good he can be at the top level when he's proven it. He's got 10 goals this season, he got 100 goal contributions for Arsenal now, and he is just 22 years old. Now that is an amazing achievement for a brilliant player. I want to say Martin Odegaard, I personally think was the best player on the pitch. I will be doing a separate video about him that will come out a few hours after this video, so I'm not really going to talk about him here, but let's just say he was phenomenal, one of the best performances of the season, and he's been amazing recently. I want to give a huge amount of credit to Mikel Arteta, because not only do I think he got the tactics right, I think what he changed and what he brought to the team today really set us apart from West Ham. Obviously, the players did play it brilliantly on the pitch, and we deserved to win 6-0, I think, but Arteta deserves a lot of credit. Kiwior played in left back today, and I honestly think he was really good again, like he was against Liverpool. And it's simple just because it's a slight tactical change by Arteta not to make invert and go inside. He can be the left back defender where we move into a back three, and he could be that left-sided of the position. We didn't do this before, I feel like, because he preferred Gabriel on the left side and then Saliba in the middle, but I think Gabriel is so good at the moment that's not really too big of a deal, and in centre back in the middle he looked fine. He did this because the one person that did invert for us was Ben White, and we all know that Ben White is very good going forward. He get loads of assists last season, and he's really good at overlap and option. And today Ben White overlapped, he came in the middle, he inverted, and he was really good. It's Ben White has been brilliant the last 2 games, I think, but the real performance upgrade from him since the break we've had has been brilliant, and him inverting was a massive achievement for Arteta to pull off. Because not only did White end up getting assists later on, bit of a lucky one with the great goal by Rice, keep causing West Ham problems on that right side. It gave us so much fluidity out on the right, and our left side was more of just a bait to try and get them there. And Kiwior, I thought, in a one-on-one defender, proved himself where he moves into centre back. He did brilliant. And 3 weeks ago we were talking about Kiwior leaving the club, and now 2 weeks later we're talking about maybe he could have a chance to actually start in the future. I think he's got real potential, this guy. Obviously, I'd like to see some of the crosses go to Havertz's head, and I'd like Martinelli to get more goal contributions, but you can't really have any complaints. And to put the cherry on the top of the cake, Mikel Arteta put Ethan Nwauri on, the 16-year-old that we all want to see, and I was very happy to see him. And you know what made it even better? He actually got 20 touches of the ball and created one big chance, and they actually did give him the ball, the players. And apparently the players on the bench wanted him to come on, that's why Arteta brought him on. Shows the trust that everyone has in this 16-year-old, how everyone is so excited for him to be at the club. Obviously, I would have liked Woklz to come on, which I've said for months, and obviously we brought Cedric on, but I'm not going to complain about Arteta or the team today because we were so great and it's our moment. We should be happy about this, despite obviously I wanted Woklz to play. But overall, it was actually a great game. We always struggle against West Ham. They obviously beat us twice already this season. We've lost points to them. We lost points to them last year being 2-0 up, and they're such an annoying team with an annoying fan base. But today was a good day. We won easily 6-0 in 65 minutes. We brought all our best players on, get a good rest for the boys, and bring on all the players that don't really get much moments to shine. It was a great day out and much more calmer for the team. I'm very happy with that performance. Thank you guys for watching. We've got Burnley away next week before our big Champions League knockout return against Porto. I can't wait for it, and I can't wait to see what you guys think about this game in the comments. Let me know. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your view. I would recommend going to watch my video yesterday where I did about Frankie de Jong potentially signing, but if not, wait for a few hours and my video about Odegaard's brilliant performance in this game will be out. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching.